Depp and Heard's rocky relationship became public knowledge when she filed for divorce in May 2016 after 15 months of marriage. Surrounding the ugly split were allegations that Depp was physically and verbally abusive. He was also accused of once throwing a cell phone at her when he was drunk. Heard panics as Depp proves she faked evidence and lied to the court. "The great gift of your applause is not for me but for yourselves," Depp said during his monologue. "Magic blooms only in rare souls. It is granted to those who live for higher purposes. What a world we would make for all of humanity. We who live for freedom, for truth. The moment has come to rise up and take our rightful place in the world." Depp repeatedly denied the allegations, calling them salacious false stories, gossip, misinformation, and lies. A source previously told Fox News the actor is fine despite the troubling reports and concerns. His split from Amber took a huge toll on him, the source said. It was mentally draining and it took a hit financially. Johnny has thrown himself into his music full-time and has been touring with his band, Hollywood Vampires. He'll be just fine. Johnny is happy his fans continue to support his music. Depp's role in the sequel to Fantastic Beasts has promoted social media backlash amid abuse allegations, but creator J.K. Rowling has defended Depp's involvement. "Based on our understanding of the circumstances, the filmmakers and I are not only comfortable sticking with our original casting but genuinely happy to have Johnny playing a major character in movies," Rowling said last year. Johnny Depp's disgusted maid described in court Tuesday how she found pooped in the bed the actor shared with then-wife Amber Heard and had photos to prove it. Depp has accused Heard or one of her friends of pooping in the bed as a prank after the actress's 30th birthday party, April 21, 2016, following a fight between the pair. Housekeeper Hilda Vargas said in a written statement submitted to the British court that she arrived at the celebrity couple's penthouse around 3 p.m. the day after the party to tidy up, and Heard, another cleaning lady, called her in horror from the bedroom. "She was pointing to the bed and told me that she couldn't believe what she had found," Vargas said, referring to the other maid. "I pulled back the top sheet on the bed and saw a large pile of feces. I was horrified and disgusted. It was clear to me that this was human feces. I knew that the feces could not have come from either of Mr. Depp's or Miss Heard's two small dogs, Pistol and Boo. I've cleaned up after those dogs many times and their feces are much smaller. Further, I have never known those dogs to defecate in the bed." The maid testified amid Depp's libel case against Britain's The Sun, which called the actor a wife-beater in a 2018 article. Heard said Depp repeatedly assaulted her during their doomed 15-month marriage, while the actor has denied the claims. Vargas, who has worked as Depp's housekeeper in Los Angeles for more than 30 years, added in her testimony about the poop incident, whose feces were fresh from the night or from the early morning. The Spanish-speaking maid, through a translator, said the incident showed a lack of respect and that she took the photos because she was angry. Vargas added on May 24, 2016, 3 days after Depp is accused of tossing Heard's iPhone at her during a brawl and striking her right eye, leaving her bruised. The actress approached her at home and told her the poop photos had destroyed her marriage. A UK court was shown disturbing photos of actress Amber Heard's bruised face after Johnny Depp allegedly hurled a phone at her, reports said. The images were shown during the fourth day of Depp's explosive London libel trial. He's suing The Sun over a 2018 article that called him a wife-beater, based on Heard's allegations, which he has denied. One of the photos from 2016 shows a makeup-free Heard with the red marks around her right eye. Sasha Was, The Sun's lawyer, said Depp was spoiling for a fight when he showed up at their LA penthouse in May 2016 to pick up some of his things, the newspaper reported. A month earlier, the Edward Scissorhands star said he decided to end their volatile marriage after Heard left human poop in their bed as a prank. He suspected that either Heard or her friend Ayotilat Wright had soiled the bed for the crude joke. The Warren couple, called Wright and Was, said Depp became enraged after hearing Heard laugh with her pal about the poop incident and allegedly chucked the phone at her face. "You wound your arm around like someone throwing a baseball and threw the phone and it made contact with Miss Heard's face," said Was, according to the Evening Standard. "The phone call was still live. You said you wanted to see her face where she said she had been hit. You asked how she would like it if you pulled her hair back. Ms. Heard shouted to Mr. Talat Wright, who was still on the call, to call 911. Was said Depp then picked up a bottle of champagne and used it to smash nearby objects. Depp denied the allegations and claimed that Heard staged the incident, yelling "Stop hitting me, Johnny," when she was 20 feet away, the Sun reported. Amber Heard has claimed that Johnny Depp threw bottles like grenades during an alleged explosive brawl in Australia. The Aquaman actress claimed she was too scared to look behind her as the actor threw all the bottles in reach, around 30 in total. Ms. Heard, 34, was asked about the alleged incident in Australia in March 2015, which she has previously described as a 3-day hostage situation, as she entered the witness box for the 3rd day. She is giving evidence in her ex-husband's libel claim against the news group Newspapers or NG and publisher of the Sun newspaper and its executive editor Dan Wooton over an April 2018 article which labeled him a wife-beater. Ms. Heard has accused Mr. Depp of repeatedly assaulting her during the Australia trip, fueled by drink and drugs, which he denies. On Wednesday, Eleanor Laws, QC representing Mr. Depp, 57, put it to Ms. Heard that during the alleged Australia incident, the actress worked herself into a rage, screaming at him, and threw a glass bottle. Ms. Heard said she got angry at times, but not to the extent where I would throw anything at him offensively. She claimed the couple were in an argument about Mr. Depp drinking, and when she confronted him, he offered her the bottle. Ms. Heard told the court, he said, "Oh yeah, you want it? Here, take it." And at that point, drinking had already been, he had already given it up for a while, and it was on the list of "if this happens, I leave" sort of thing. It was no fly. And he gestured to offer it to me, and I reached to take it, and he pulled it back. She said Mr. Depp was teasing me to take it, and then pulling it away.